The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
This man needs medical attention.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
And everybody right now just go buy Shiba Inu stock. I think, is that legal? Can you say that? Is that something you can just tell people to do? I think so. I think that's the thing's going bananas right now. That cryptocurrency. Don't understand a word of it. Don't get what it is. But I think if we all wish it is a thing, it becomes a thing. It's just like real money. Somebody had to eventually, at one point somebody had to go, I've got these coins I made. I'm like, what the hell is this? Well, I think it would be better than me trading wheat for water. Again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. In horse trading, somebody feels slighted. I gave that guy all the water out of my well, and he comes over with one thing of wheat, and he calls that even? We need something better than this. And then they just all believed that this currency was a thing. Our money isn't anything. It's just paper we all agree is valuable. That's it.
Promissory notes.
That's all it is. It's like you agree and I agree that this has value. So it does. That's it. It's been wished into reality. I don't know what's going on with this crypto stuff. But there's one called Shiba Inu that is just letting you know. You got a couple bucks. You might want to dummy your way into this. Buy yourself a weekend over at the Old Steak 44. That's all I'm saying. $10 now turns into a couple $100. You treat the wife to a thing. She blows you for rent. And, somebody brought that up and said, wives have been blowing guys for rent for years. And I'm like, God, I hadn't even thought of that. That's like a real thing. Like our moms, that's all they did. Your mom, my mom. They basically blew their way into that lifestyle and kept it that way. Or they were going to get kicked out. It's not different. I'm still blown away that Brady's PSA that he hears in the morning. It registered with you, which I don't know how it doesn't, but I figured your rose-colored glasses and tender ears would be like, I don't want this to be a real thing.
The other one that I hear, I haven't heard it in a while, is a thing about...
Brett's learning. He's a year, and he now knows when Brady's stories start like this. It's an oh-no moment. Go ahead, Brady.
Cancer treatment.
Well,
and this kid, Kevin, she starts talking about Kevin. Kevin's skin, he burned from the inside out.
Jesus Christ, man.
I know. I'm hearing this commercial. Even though Kevin didn't make it, please donate because we're working on our...
Not burning Kevin anymore?
Yeah. We're working on not burning kids from the inside out.
Go back to blowing landlords. That's better.
I like
I'm like, am I hearing this commercial?
Medical research.
Kevin didn't make it, but we're making strides. Try not to...
The internal fires that killed Kevin are something we're trying to avoid in the future.
Treatments.
If you could just give some money, the incredible hot lava that became Kevin's blood will no longer exist.
And it's
now
Kevin's
back to
mom
Gordon
that's
Deal.
talking about it.
And America overnight.
Can we have Sharp send us over that commercial?
I'm going to text Sharp right now. Well, you got Broomhead's number. Have him.
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah, he should be
Sharp
there.
won't do it because he knows that I'll mess with it. I think Sharp's more of a Puritan than Broomhead. Sharp got mad because I used to think Sharp's still a good friend. I'm talking about him like he's not. I like Jim a ton, but he got mad at me once when I used to produce his show years ago when I was just a boy. And Anna Kournikova was on the cover of Esquire magazine in a bikini, and she was 16. And I'm like, God damn! And I felt bad after I said it, but he goes, what? And I'm like, this is ridiculous. He goes, it's child pornography. And I'm like, well, I'm closer to age than you, so it ain't so bad for me, because I was like 25. And he goes, my daughter is 1 year younger than her. And I'm like, your daughter don't look like this. And I realized as I said it, I'm like, well, that's not right to do to anybody, but it's true. Don't worry about it. Nobody's doing Esquire covers with most daughters. Like, the reason she's on it is because she's very unique. And I think the title of the magazine said Lolita in tennis. And I'm like, Jesus, they're not messing around at all. They realize where her bread's buttered. So I think Sharp would be mad if I said, hey, send me that blowing landlords commercial you guys run. He'd be like, hey, that's a real problem. Jim's like he's empathetic. He's not a do-gooder. He's just a very caring, nice person. I don't know how we became friends. But, I mean, he's also got a dark heart. Like Brady. Brady, outwardly caring and nice. Don't cross him, though. You'll end up with half a body ain't working. He'll stroke you right out. Anyway.
Or a new painting.
But I haven't heard from anybody yet. I asked earlier. Yeah, no, you get the new painting or you're going to have a stroke. I haven't heard from anybody who used to blow their way through rent. So I'm not sure it's as big a problem as the radio would suggest on that national overnight show Brady loves. Gordon Deal, tonight. Special guest, girl who blew her way through. Of course, that's like, it's not even a bad thing. I've got a house I rent to my friend Rich Falls.
Kingpin?
Currently, he's doing a bunch of work for me at the house. So, like, we're making deals on rent, right? Like, because he's
in lieu of
he's
rent.
the general contractor of the remodel. And I'm like, there's your payment. Like, This is great, right? Back and forth with this. It's good. But, I mean, you know, if the whole thing ends and he's like, let me keep this thing alive, and I give you a tug now and again. I'm like, I'm gay now. If you want to do that, Rich has big hands. That would be like
you don't want that.
Fezzik
You
and
want
Andre the
tiny
Giant
hands.
going. You know, I do. I prefer tiny hands, but I've never had the other. How do I know? I've never had a giant paw. I've never had a man-sized meat hook on that thing. I dress him up as a Catholic priest, and I'd pretend 7.
Brett's so uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I'd dress Balls as 6'5". I'd dress him up as a Catholic priest. I'm like, I'm lost. And then we'd role play, and his giant hand would make me feel like a 7-year-old boy again.
You're in good hands.
Call me Father Dale.
You're the best tenant ever. Father Dale had tiny hands.
Oh, did he?
I remember looking at his hands. Not for any reason then.
I was just going to say.
I didn't know at the time, but evidently he... that's why he liked a high school boy's jib, because he made him feel a bit more feminine. And evidently that was the clear goal, was to be a woman. Because he wore dresses all the time and he banged boys.
Just like to watch.
That's the rumor. No way he didn't get involved. But, you know, kept his distance in the hot tub at the church. There you go. Have fun with that. The church. Still not in jail. The guy shouldn't be. He should be loaded up and tossed in a bin, but he won't be. We got a big thing. Speaking of people who are ready to go with, it would be nice if he was part of this, but he's not. He's still alive. It's Night of the Singing Dead, Saturday night over there. And I just found out, and this is good, because frankly, these are the types of things we do, and you're like, God, if nobody shows up, I'll be embarrassed. Like, you want people to come. You have an event, and you're like, gosh, I hope this is good, because they're selling tickets. It's for charity.
It's a fun party.
Well, it's a fun party. It's a. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a muckety muck show downtown on Saturday. The Suns are playing. Halloween parties all over, but we're going to have a great hot party. And I started thinking, it's a lot to ask. It's money, it's charity, it's this, it's that. You know, we're ticket prices, and I'm like, we'll see. And then I found out pleasantly yesterday that the whole bar section sold out. A couple VIP tables left, not many. And my friend Max got a VIP. He goes, it says it comes with a meet and greet. Do I still have to do that since I know you? I'm like, no, I like it better that way, to be honest with you. I like the people at the meet and greets that I already know. It kills like 20 minutes out of my day. Like, if I got to meet and greet people who actually, and I do.
You got a meet and greet?
There's a meet and greet.
You.
I don't know.
Big time.
This was not my doing. Because Matt Coleman, who owns the place, like, what if we sold like the VIP tables and then after you can drink with them? I'm like, I'm fine with that. I don't know anybody's going to pay extra for that. Oh, they'll do it. I'm like, I don't think that's a great sell. Like, I don't know.
Food and drink.
And then they did it anyway. The food and drink's great.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
Me hanging around. If they wanted me, they'd have invited me to their table.
It's a swag bag.
And then the worst
You're
part
the
is,
meet and greet,
well, here's the thing. I have through the crowd to leave. So they paid extra.
So everybody gets a
Everybody
meet
gets
Like,
a
that
meet.
guy's, look, I didn't pay
Yeah,
for
it's
this.
like,
I got
guy-
to meet him.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. You pay that.
No pictures for you. You got to pay for the meet
No,
and
I'm a
greet.
complete douchebag. Going, it's an extra $20 to have conversation. Or blow me, and we'll get right out of the rent. So I hate that stuff. And they did, but it's a charity thing, so anything you can add,
There's
you do.
probably a VIP area. And when you come
I
out,
don't know that there
after
is
you
that.
shower after the concert, you come out.
There'll be no showering.
Because the rest of the band is there first, and then you come out afterwards.
I have no
You've
idea.
got to do that.
You think? You mean I have to just hang around? But you've been
You
to
have
Copper Blues
you have
Live.
to throw in
We'll-
the diva-like
Look, Brady,
behaviors.
You've been to Copper Blues Live. We'll be standing in the crowd before we go on stage. I mean, it's not like there's a backstage. There isn't. You just stand and wait.
Maybe they got it set up different.
Nope. I asked them for a curtain that we could hide behind. And they're like, you might eat up some table space. I'm like, okay, well, never mind. We'll just stand in the crowd until you're ready. I don't know. I'll be meeting and greeting the whole time. besides that, the money goes. So be nice. The meet and greet thing.
Everyone gets a meet and greet.
Everybody does. Like, not a soul won't. I have to. The meet and greet's mostly going to be, excuse me, I got to get on stage because I got to walk. I got to wade through the people to get up there. It's stupid, but it is a good cause. But I was happy to see that they're selling the whole bar sold. The VIPs are good. Tickets are okay. We're good on this, and I just want everybody to have fun and show up. We do Night of the Singing Dead. We're going to try to do this every year. The last one was awesome, and then the pandemic hit, and we didn't do it last year. And this year, I think we got a nice. Well, I got banned tonight, Brady. I got banned.
Here's another.
I can't go anywhere. I was going to go to the Suns game, but I got banned.
Jeez.
Not banned, B-A-N.
Yeah, banned practice.
Well, I say banned practice, but I like to say it that way. I forget who told me that once. Oh, you've got banned tonight, and I'm like, don't. That diminishes all of this. It's like a tuba.
Another idea on the meet and greet.
Go.
You know how sometimes you have they set up the meet and greets, and then all of a sudden, artist doesn't want to do the meet and greet. Out. You just call it off. You do that. No more meet and greet, and you're just standing in the crowd out there.
Meeting and greeting.
Yeah.
People I want to meet and greet. Yeah, but Max Power is like, if I have to do this, like, I don't need the meet and greet part. I've been to your house. I'm like, that's great. We'll skip your meet and greet. Well, it's extra, do I? I'm like, settle down, Power. You pay the extra. It goes to a charge. I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you another beer. I bought him beers before.
I'll buy you a beer if I don't have to meet and greet you.
Yeah. Max is the guy who defended me when the Swizzle In thing went down. And he's the one who wrote on his bill, you're destroying America's sweetheart. I don't know what he wrote this big thing and then zero tipped him and killed it. And then I'm like, and he's like, I'll never come back here again. I'm like, have you been back? He goes, yeah, a couple times, but I don't go when that guy's there. And I'm like, damn it, Max, that's not a protest. And the people that caused the problem, my buddy Mark and his wife, took a picture of themselves at the Swizz the other day. I'm like,
they're going back.
You're the ones who ruined it for me.
Because they don't recognize.
Because I'm the one who,
they don't recognize.
I know, they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Jerks. I'm going to go in and point them out. I'm going to go in my Salvador Dali mustache and hat. That's them. They're Holmberg's friends, you see.
Yeah, go in there with a derby.
Put cleaning solution in their drinks like you did mine.
Monocle.
Throw up all night. Anyway, good times. We got Cha-Ching Chavez on tap. We're going to give some money to the Humane Society. The goal is to just pack up and have a great time. If you want to come in a costume, that's awesome. If you don't, that's awesome too. All we ask is you just show up, have some fun. We'll meet and greet everybody because I'm going to drink afterwards, and the only place to drink is in the bar, and that's where everybody's going to be. So we're going to have fun there, and then hoof it back to the H&H Ranch for showers and cordials. And you're not invited to that. That would be the ultimate VIP. That would be a pretty good VIP is to load you back into the H&H Ranch with Hopkins after the game, and you get to meet TV's Doug Hopkins and hang out in the H&H Ranch.
Then people know where it is. You don't want that.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
We let listeners in for the finals.
It'll be more like a wake afterwards, maybe.
Why is that? Because of
Doug will be asleep.
Oh, Doug will be out. Well, Doug challenging people to push-up contest.
Oh, that's true. From what I've heard.
He's not going to do the push-ups, but he'll challenge it to a contest. If he gets a couple of beers in him, he turns into the push-up man, the master push-ups. It's pretty funny. And one of these days we have to take him up on it. But I'm telling you right now, if Doug says he can do 40 push-ups and you got money on the line, dude's going to find a way to get 40 push-ups out of it. You're going to lose that money. I don't like betting dudes with that kind of ambition and willpower. I don't care. It's like Brady with tennis. Like, you look at Brady, he's like, I'm a pretty good tennis player. I bet you $1,000 I can 6-0 you. I'd be like, no way this guy can 6. I'll get a couple of points. And then he 6-0s you, and you're like, damn it. And you should always judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you're going to be wrong. It doesn't mean it's 100% accurate, but always do it. Anywho, Saturday night. Tickets are at copperblueslive.com. It's for a great cause. Big Halloween
Get
fun.
the VIP.
Hey, if there's any left, I don't know. That's great. The VIP does
There's
come
a couple
with
left. Swoop.
Comes with a bunch of stuff. You get tickets to things. You get stand-up live tickets. I think we got T-shirts, and I don't know what else is in there. But you get a
bottle of sauce.
Tchotchkes. We'll throw in some Brady sauce so you can get rid of some of that 2-year-old storage container sauce. It's been in the hot sun for way too long. It's hot sauce already.
Aging.
You know how you know it's good hot sauce? And you know it's Brady's. You should have a guy sitting on a toilet on the cover of your new sauce just going, hot, 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 hot. Because that's how it shoots out of you. Anyway, we'll see you Saturday night of the Singing Dead. And it should be pretty fun. And maybe we'll throw in the 1910 Fruit Gum Company song. We've got to find out if anybody in that band's dead.
Guardian Givers.
We got the Guardian Givers tune. We got ourselves a Rock Wars coming up. Who won?
You did.
I did? Oh,
yeah.
Geez Louise. All right, we'll have a Rock Wars topic coming up next. It's 98.
98.
Station identification.
KUPD. Arizona's most powerful rock radio station.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Cast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.